This FAQ Monday is sponsored by Storyblocks Audio. Hello, and welcome to another FAQ Monday. I'm your host, Fluff, and if you have a question, feel free to leave them on down below in the description or go on over to my Ask FM account thing, and we'll get you sorted at some point. There's a lot of questions in there. I don't know. But it could happen. Keep hope. First question. Do you do any mixing, engineering, producing for other bands nowadays, or just working on your own stuff? When I have time, I do work with other bands. Really, since I don't do it full time, as far as like working with other bands, I don't make a living making records. I am very, very selective in what I work on. And always feel free to hit me up and ask, but a huge percentage of the emails that I get are very, very young people that probably aren't ready to have someone else mix their stuff, if you know what I mean. But I do production stuff for other bands. Head Honcho, a really fantastic local Seattle punk rock band, is about to come out with a new record. I reamped all the guitars and tracked all of the vocals here with PJ, and it turned out really, really awesome. I do mix stuff. I love mixing songs and records and EPs and stuff like that, but most of the time, if I'm not feeling it, then I'll pass, or if I'm just simply too busy, I will pass. But I will also note that Mr. Josh Wildhorn, Drag Under co-guitarist and sometimes personality on this channel, does mix records and make records full-time for a living. So generally speaking, if I'm too busy, I'll just be like, hey, check out Josh's stuff. Hey Josh, meet this guy, and at least I'll get you sorted. Dad'll get you sorted either way. I've never seen you playing or reviewing an Angle amp. Are you anti-Angle, Fluff? I wouldn't say I'm anti-Angle, absolutely not. They make great amps. A slight backstory, about 3 or 4 years ago at NAMM, the people that were representing Angle in North America were very not nice people, and they were very not nice to me, and I made that known for a while. Well, fast forward to present day, there's some new people at Angle. They actually recently reached out to me, and they wanted to make it right. They wanted to make all things right, and apparently I wasn't the only case that this happening to, blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't be telling you guys this stuff, but I am, because I'm a pretty transparent guy. But anyway, the people who are at Angle now rule, and they are so, so nice, and they watch the channel. Long story short, I will be having some Angle on the channel at some point. I'm working on it, but that bridge has been rebuilt, and the people that are running Angle now are very, very nice, upstanding folks. I am happy to report, and I'm excited to get some Angle on the channel. What products do you use to take care of the beard? So during the summer, I generally don't use anything, but now that it's getting colder and winter is coming, I will use beard oil. And when I do use beard oil, it's generally On Point Pomade beard oil. That is my dude, Maddie from Memphis Mayfire's product line. He has a line of, balms and pomade and kind of stuff like that. That's really, really nice. It's high quality. It smells great. And the thing I don't like about beard oils normally is when you put a little on, it makes your beard just kind of gross and slimy, like by the time you get to bed. This stuff does not have that effect. It's very kind of low key and kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's oil, but it's not super oily. I don't know really, but it's really, really great stuff. And it's just, makes it smell good. The ladies like it. And it's not, it doesn't get all over your shirt or anything like that. So yeah, On Point Pomade is the stuff that I usually order when I need beard oil stuff. I will link down below in the description for them if you would like to check them out. They're really good stuff. When you're in the need for a quick soundbite or some Foley, or you want to get a funny little sound for when you wink, Storyblocks Audio is the place to go. Get unlimited downloads from studio quality audio clips, loops, music tracks, and sound effects with a membership to Storyblocks Audio. All the content is royalty-free, so you can use it with whatever you're working on, and you don't have to worry about getting flagged or any of that nonsense. It's all good. Use away. Now, I particularly like Storyblocks Audio because I can get nice little elevator music underneath my videos, or I can get crazy sound effects by just waving my hand and having all sorts of crazy sound effects happen. And this is all courtesy of Storyblocks Audio. It's wonderful. If you would like to learn more and possibly up your audio gain, I will link down below in the description for more information. Storyblocks Audio. What movies have you been into or seen lately? So me and my girlfriend, when it's October, we like to watch a horror movie every single night. It's kind of just, it's horror movie month. I have been really into John Carpenter movies. I've always loved The Thing. Last year, for example, she had never seen They Live, so we watched They Live. And it's just, you know, the original Halloween stuff, but John Carpenter movies, or 80s horror movies in particular, are our favorites. They're so good. You know, Creepshow, Gremlins, all that kind of stuff. Camp Sleepaway, all of those slightly bad but awesome, cheesy 80 movies is generally what me and the lady are into. I like all that stuff. I also like the Marvel movies because, you know, they're just kind of an easy watch. I mean, they're not, you know, they're not winning Oscars or anything, I guess, or maybe they are, I don't know. But no, I guess they are. But, you know, they're nice, fun, easy to watch. Yeah. Horror movies, though. Horror movies are awesome. First and last concert attended and bucket list band you want to see. So the first concert I ever attended was, this is so 90s, it's such a grunge concert. Grunt Truck and 7 Year Bitch in 1990, it must have been 1993, 4? At Seattle Center. The last show I went to was just the other day. It was Lagwagon and Face to Face, which was awesome. And the bucket list show that I would love to see is either Rammstein or Parkway Drive. I've never seen those bands live. Parkway Drive was supposed to be here with Architects and Bring Me the Horizon years ago, and they had visa issues and they had to drop off like the first half of the tour, and I didn't get to see them. And they never ever come to Seattle. Like, they never come to Seattle. They always skip Seattle for some reason. So yeah, Parkway Drive and Rammstein. Favorite high gain amps ever? EVH 5150 50 watt EL34. 2-channel Mesa Boogie dual rectifier. Soldano SL100. PV 5150. VHT Pitbull Ultra Lead, like the old one. Or, I mean, I could go on forever. Orange Rock Reverb, that's considered a high gain amp, yeah. Geez. I don't know, they're all so good. VHT Deliverance, I need to get a VHT. I think that's what this is really washing out as. I need to get a VHT. Yeah. Do you think 2 overheads in an untreated room, a snare, and a bass mic is okay for demos / recording ideas? Yes, completely. That is definitely okay. I'll one-up you though. I'll do you one better. In the earliest days of Rest Repose tracking demos and pre-pro for writing the Sleep City EP and the full length, what I would do with Jared was I would place a single overhead microphone. I got this from like the Glenn Johns technique of like using 3 mics to mic a kit. I would move the mic back kind of behind, not quite behind his head, but back and to his right a little bit, pointing at the kick drum. And if you do it just right with like a pencil condenser, a single pencil condenser, you will get this fantastic image of the drums. So when you put demo guitars on the left and right, it still sounds great. Everything is mono and everything is centered in the drums, but it sounds totally usable and it sounds awesome. I highly recommend trying a single pencil condenser in this fashion. It worked really well for simply demoing out songs and things like that, especially in a small space. It turned out really good. I was shocked at how good it was. But what your setup, what you're talking about, will definitely work for demos, for sure. And now, Fluff reads a tweet. Halloween costume idea. Sexy Mr. Rogers, yay or nay? My suggestion to you this week is to check out the new Lagwagon album, Railer. I just saw these guys, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and they crushed. The new record came out. I listened to it all at the gym this morning, and it's a really, really good record. I really enjoyed it. Kind of reminds me of the trashed era Lagwagon, and which is my favorite era, like trashed Hoss kind of an era. They're just bringing it. They sound like they're hungry again, and it's awesome. Really, really enjoy this album, and I think you will too if you like the punk rocks. All the pickable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Wow, another video gone by. Hope it was pretty good. I mean, it's probably pretty good. But if it wasn't, awkward, right?